And we are live. Unless something goes wrong. Usually we'll know in like 20 seconds if it's not like going right. And it is in fact going wrong. But usually it's not going wrong. Which is nice. Which is really, really nice. Hey Zio, welcome to the stream, bud.
I'm shivering madly. Why?
It's going to cool down.
Bro, you're freezing me.
With both of us being in here, that body heat being in here, and the fans having to be off for the recording, it's gonna warm up real fast. Trust me. I'm a professional at this. So, game of today, we're gonna be playing Stanley Parable. Catalina has no idea what it is. Which is nice, which is really nice, which is the best way to actually experience the Stanley Parable. There we go. And I think everything's fine and good and groovy. Is it still too cold?
Like, all this is cold.
I don't know. Maybe you should wear a shirt. Hey, alright, cool. On the stream. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, your room is cold, while mine is hot.
You keep your fan off. Who do you have to blame but yourself?
No, my fan's always on.
Your fan is on low, like, every single time I go in there.
No, my fan is on high. That is only the highest it goes. Bro!
And you keep your door closed, which also raises the heat. This is how heat works.
Well, excuse me, I like to do stuff without an audience.
Oh my god, I keep my door open all the time.
Well, you don't do shit.
Hiya, Cynic. Alright, everybody's piling in, let's get going. Into the wonderful, magical world of the Stanley Parable.
What did the bottom of that say?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Nate wants you to turn up the game audio.
I know.
Call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happen. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, now I can change stuff. Alright, so I'll turn up the audio a little bit. I did test before this, and that was a good point for it, honestly. But, I don't know. I have different opinions than most people on how game audio and, like, Let's Play audio should be. What else did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to raise up this a little bit, because it doesn't have to be that many lines. Now that I've got a nice small text size. Hey, Helucard.
We got a Nady, we got a Maiku.
Yes, everybody's here today. Hello there, everybody.
One big happy family.
Alright, so we're Stanley. Let's go exploring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
accidentally closed the door. I'm trying out buttons as I'm moving along, even though there's probably only one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So this is going to be one of those streams where you get to make all the choices. Left or right.
Just do as he says?
Alright.
I'm oddly not liking. I'm too tense!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tips to not get fired. Do not get fired.
Do not get fired.
Excellent advice. Excellent advice. We will take this under consideration.
Broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Just do as
You are a very obedient little child for being a very disobedient child in actuality.
Well, Kitsune, he's using a controller.
Pressing the spacebar does nothing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's all fancy.
The exec. Let me in! I want to see the frickin' nice, fancy bathroom.
Oh my god, that giant room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yep. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Two, 845.
Maiku, I swear to God, man. No spoilers, no forewarnings, nothing. And no backseat gaming especially.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Hey, narrator got pissed.
Oh my god. So good.
Dark rooms. I don't like this. I don't like this. What are you doing?
Oh hey, there's something back here? Well, it doesn't really go. I can't open like the air vent. Man, I was almost thinking this was gonna be like a secret of some kind. There is only one direction we can go, so we'll go ahead and go that way.
Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building.
I think the thing is, Kitsune, that I've already gotten the achievement, because I have played this before. It's just that I'm playing through it again for her.
To question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Bastard! I was just like, bastard! Let's go find out. Escape. Oh god.
Your choice.
What shit? Curiosity killed the cat.
Tick tock, which way, which way? Oh my god, do not take this long for choices. Seriously.
Curiosity killed the cat. Let's go.
So mind control?
Yeah.
Alright.
Curiosity killed the cat.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Flip a coin. My phone drops.
Good job.
Oh, you can go down. Somehow, maybe? No?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be
Fired.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This narrator's choice of vocabulary, it's amazing. I want it.
Well, technically it's the writer.
He refused.
But the narrator is amazing.
Couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well, yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What an epic tale. An epic undertaking for the dearest Stanley.
I hate you. I hate you! Okay, question. Is this gonna happen throughout the whole game, basically?
Choices?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay!
And we'll also be replaying it a lot. So we can always go back and, like, just do stuff in a different order to figure out what the other endings are. So don't take too long on any one thing.
Okay, I'm gonna be obedient throughout the whole thing.
So turn it on.
That's what I'm supposed to do?
I don't actually... Wait, okay, so the
Did
narrator...
he say to turn it off?
Yes, he did.
Really?
So off then.
Yes, we'll be obedient and then we'll see. Give me a heart. Just off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Hell no.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze.
Oh my god, so much narrating.
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ta-da! What? Was that seriously it? What the hell is this shit? I'm done.
So, what you have to understand is that that's the incredibly proper way of doing the game. Things get a lot more fun if you start taking little detours and taking different choices.
When Stanley came to a set
Okay, let's go right.
He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
I have a feeling that I will be commentating, like, very little throughout this, by the way. Like, I would love to commentate, but it almost feels, like, awful just to try and, like, talk over the narrator most of the time. So we'll just enjoy the narration for the most part, I think, for this stream.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Go on.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? Forward.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it incredibly wasn't fun.
Years ago.
Oh god, I love the humor of this game. I actually haven't been this way myself, by the way. This one's actually kind of new to me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I don't think so.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay, you and I have very different ideas about who is and is not an enemy.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who the fuck is her? How the fuck did you get down there?
Well, we could always just step off.
But in his eagerness to prove that he's in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley left the platform and good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very
I expected something different. God! I should have saw that coming. Oh my god, Nate!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, too good. Too freaking good.
When Stanley came to the set of two open books, this was not the correct
Oh.
and
Go
Stanley
back to where the
knew well.
fuck you are.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, bibbidi boop, bibbidi bibbidi bop.
This room. What a but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
As we cut off the narrator because we're just speedrunning that hard.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Have we?
Not sure.
Have we? How do you know this shit?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about...
Oh, drop it down onto that.
all this time.
Again, no backseat gaming. Get to all the endings, guys.
Someone...
Although I did not know that you could actually do this.
Really? I was in the middle of
Something.
zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but... As my own phone vibrates, cut me off.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Bitch. Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
It's behind me.
Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Fine then. I do like my free will, thank you very much.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
Well, that's
walls,
lazy.
Exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
You sound so pissed.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
He sounds like so...
Well, he's a little bit miffed, yes. But we have 3 choices in front of us. Alright, Cat. Let's go.
Go through the third door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Cat.
Okay, wait, what is he asking?
Okay, so it's 1 out of 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
5 stars, we really, really enjoyed everything. 1 star, we did not enjoy.
Enjoy what?
The experience.
Oh! The fuck one. Do it. I dare you.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically.
Are you drinking this?
1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed
can
to
have
do
it.
with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the hell, Nate?
Nate, oh my god. Out of all the games that I have ever played, I did not expect this one to be the most backseat gamey. But then again, I suppose I should have... I've played Dark Souls, and Dark Souls was, like, legendary for backseat gaming. Oh, hey, we're doing bad. Holy crap. I wonder if those are actually accurate. I would not be surprised if they were. But somehow I don't think that they are. "98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley." Alright, Cat. 3 doors.
Alright. We're gonna go right, and we're gonna go through that left door. Bitch, I said the other door!
Oh god. When you say right, I think you mean right, not middle.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'll give you a 2 this time, motherfucker.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Thank you.
Let the child die!
I'm on it.
Do you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well,
I did it because of Nate.
I can't think of a
The
single
former is pretty good. I do like the former.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have
Oh
here?
god, please just put me into like something like completely off the wall.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft!
Any better? At last, the one thing you've always done.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I don't see how you're supposed to get out of the pit.
Well, we can't jump, so yeah, we're kind of stuck here.
So it's like, what the hell? I guess, go through the freaking door or something.
Hey, Davey. Welcome to the stream, bud. I'm just waiting to see if there's, It's kind of funny because somebody coming in right now would maybe think, oh, is he playing Minecraft? That's weird.
He's playing Minecraft, wait.
I like that Mojang actually, like, gave permission for this, by the way. Like, I would imagine that he asked permission to do this. Granted, I mean, like, it's completely, like, different from Minecraft in every way except that, you know, the graphics are here. But other than that, it's not like the mechanics are here or anything, so.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it.
No, don't do that. Oh, God.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
How the fuck? Oh, he let you out. Look at that.
Can I crouch? Oh my god, I like how he even has, like, an imitation of, like, C418's music. This is crazy, by the way, for me. Sorry. Because, like, I've played through the Stanley Parable, like, a few times, and I've gotten a few of the endings. This one I never even touched. I never even knew this was here, so this is all new to me. This is great. I love this.
You're welcome.
All thanks to your choices. Or should I say Nate's choice?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. You brought a light?
You're a genius.
This is one way for me to get you to play Minecraft.
I hate Minecraft altogether, but this is fun.
What?
This is
You
fun.
can't even say that. You've never played it.
Ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay, new game.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Jesus.
In a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be?
Pick up the radio.
Figure it out.
I can pick up the radio.
Curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
It's a portal. It's amazing.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Thank you.
Genius.
Jesus.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
Go down. And kill yourself. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck did the wall say? Oh.
Filing
Oh.
cabinets. It's almost like fling cabinets. Just a little bit of direction. What's with the smoke, though?
Dust.
I mean, like, yeah, but why? I mean, like, I guess the idea is that we kicked it up when we dropped down, but it's just kind of there, omnipresently. Anyway, well, if I wanted to just drop off the side, wait, is that a ball of spit, or is there actually something down there? It's actually kind of hard to tell. Like, I guess walk off into the unknown. Why not? What's the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Okay.
Creepy. Still very blind from me, by the way. Which I like. I like that there's actually parts of this game that I did not, like, discover yet.
It's light. Head to the light. What could possibly go wrong?
Light's good.
I managed that as we turn, like, as we go under it, it turns off.
Is that FL Studio? There's no way that's FL Studio. No, it looks like some kind of, like, texture program. Be an amazing callback, though. Okay, that might be FL Studio.
It's a lunatic.
Hey, a lunatic. Welcome to the stream, bud. So, there's nothing to do in here? That sucks. I want to press buttons and do things. And that's a mirror. I thought that was a window. Hey! I'm walking here, bud!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay, Doomsayer.
Wait.
I can wait.
Off on another adventure we go.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Oh, Jesus. Just for the laughter and the humor alone, this game is great. It's like, hey, pay for like $5 to laugh. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Where to this time, cat?
Go right.
Then we go...
Not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Oh, you want to actually take, like, the proper route across where the crane was?
first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business,
I wanna go
Stanley
left.
took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Now go left.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Well, I'm glad that's the only direction.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Nope.
Not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What are
It's
you
clearly...
eating?
Okay, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Get that out of your mouth. Hey, a title dude. Welcome to the stream.
Left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
As long as you're certain.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
It's a sound that's annoying. Don't do it. Get it out. Little gremlin.
Speaks the one who buys bug caps too.
I don't do it on stream, though.
Well, sorry, I need to bite something unless you want me to bite your flesh. Seriously.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's making noise. Get it out.
You motherfucking fine. Now give me your flesh. Wait, what?
What? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be
Glitch in the system.
changed. Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Off to find the story. Be around here somewhere.
Let's go through this maze. I like how there's papers scattered everywhere.
It's an office.
Like, it's on the floor, too.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bitch, I was walking.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You say so. Right. Just...
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I doubt it, man. Pulling at strings here, I think. Straws. The phrase is straws, isn't it? As I just screw up like every single phrase known to man. Nice detail.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
The fuck?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Are you serious? Okay, game.
We're just playing Antechamber now.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Oh my god.
I know you
The accomplishment.
hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
But sometimes it's good to not win fair and square and to cheat.
What might happen this time? I have to restart.
Again.
What the hell?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademarked.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I would be very, very interested to know how the patent office went about trademarking something as simple as the line. Your choice.
Go ready. Do it.
This is one of my favorite parts, by the way.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
This is...
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we
Okay.
a journey such that destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now,
You lost me. Way back.
Existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Sure.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god.
Yes. The line is currently drunk. I can dig this. Adventure! Oh! With the adventure line!
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a beautiful fern.
It is.
It's so majestic and green.
That is certainly an adjective that works for most plants, yes, that it is in fact green.
I'm done.
Wait, we're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Line, what are you doing? Line, you're failing.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing!
People, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds...
I don't know, I think that musical was very exciting myself.
I like the music. I now know where it came from.
How about this direction?
Let us go this direction.
Interesting.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't think our Stanley has much of an imagination.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Follow the line.
Be nice to him, he's still drunk.
Wow.
Drunk people deserve your kindness.
Wow. Wow. Line. What are you doing there?
Like I said,
What the hell, Line?
off he goes!
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts,
The right door is
the
right.
door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Pure and total logic, and certainly not any kind of guesswork.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? Really how all this goes? It's all determined? So
Unfortunately, man.
to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Sure, if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ow.
that freaked me out.
I knew it was coming, too. Kind of. Alright.
Co-workers were gone. What could
Kitsune wants me to click on this door a few times.
go to the meeting room? Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing this effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
God damn it.
And this is why Kitsune wanted us to do this.
This would be the kind of thing that you would pick out, Kitsune, for me to do. Of all the things to do in Stanley Parable.
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Where?
Where?
God damn it.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You
Jerk.
bastard.
No, there we go.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Oh my god, you bastard. Kitsune's all your fault.
It's gonna have to end sometime.
It's all your fault, Kitsune. It's all your fault.
As much as he programmed in.
Back to door number 437.
And no matter what I do, the developer spent more time on it than I'll have to do to play it. So I will simply laugh at the developer.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What? What? Where? What? Where? Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I don't think that we are.
What the hell? Kitsune, why?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How the
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
There's gonna be something totally underwhelming at the end of this.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Right. Okay. I am at your command, dear narrator. Take me where you will.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes!
That was 4.
We did it!
I know.
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I suppose I thought that it would be 5 clicks, since usually achievements don't lie. But I suppose we have seen that Valve does not care if you lie about your own achievement. I mean, like, why would they, I guess? Let's just all take a deep breath and forget that this nonsense ever happened.
What the hell, computer?
It's my frickin' USB ports. I have to get a new hub.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's go the way.
I think I already missed the window, Nate. Oh well, on to adventure. Unless there's, like, a different kind of window. Let me see, where do we want to go next? I think I want to go for... I think I know which one I want to do next.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is it down? I forget, whatever. We'll go down. It'll be fun.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone
Good God.
his boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Is that how one yells?
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Down, down we go. Into the rabbit hole.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Are you sure?
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please,
It's a little bit of an overreaction.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, shit.
Probably for the best, honestly.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
As long as you have things to do when people are dying.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, frickin'.
In the intro area.
I don't really feel like looking for it, honestly. It sounds like something that's not meant to be broken. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. I mean, kind of, yeah, typically.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so the one that I want to go through, I think there's one specific ending I want to get before we close.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, so it has to do with the window that the desk that we can get on top of. Okie-doke.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by
For those of you who couldn't see, we just got an achievement for that.
B.
Because
In fact,
why not?
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 28. For, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Incredible, even.
Opened passageway.
Whee! Down into the mind control facility we go.
Everyone wants the broom closet ending. Whatever that is.
No, we will not be doing the broom closet ending just because I hate it. Too high heaven and bits. And I have much, much more interesting things to do than get the broom closet ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Left.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's nice.
Should we believe him?
Behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Defo! But it's the broom closet ending. Cry. I love your tears. They give me strength.
As the machine
This will end well.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from the blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, life, it was nice knowing you.
Go down.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Or not.
I'm alive! I'm a real boy!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, this looks familiar. And there's the two-door room.
So white.
Hey, Solitaire.
Solitaire.
I was always a spider solitaire kind of guy myself. Installation. The employee database. The credits. Hey, Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Very nice work, Kevin. That is how you pronounce it, right? I have never seen Kevin with an A. Holy crap. I like how this is just kind of a making of room. The freedom ending. Definitely got improved. Especially considering the weird smudges at the bottom there. I think those are meant to be some kind of, like, weed. It just doesn't look right. The beta freedom ending. They definitely made the freedom ending look really, really nice by the end. Levers! Zending levers. They cannot be pulled. Lies and slander. These are no mere levers. They are advanced levers. Nope. That is hilarious. I actually kind of like this. It's interesting to see how the game changes throughout all of it. I really like making of stuff myself. Stanley's office. The evolution of Stanley's office. Started from the bottom and now we're here. What even changes? Okay, I guess the filing cabinet. Oh yeah, okay. Filing cabinet's changed. Like doors open.
Box. A box.
A box.
A box.
A box appears. For like no reason whatsoever. Just all the little details, you know. Huh. Will the game feature capybaras? Please. I do so love capybaras. If that is how they're pronounced. I actually never knew how they were pronounced. And before everybody makes fun of my pronunciation. How do you think it's pronounced? The same?
Don't ask me.
I'm glad that I'm not alone in my not knowing.
Was that freaking Tron or something? What the hell was that?
Huh? What? Oh, very nice. Neon lighting. Classic. On a battlefield fighting aliens. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Sure. Alien base. Awesome. The awesome alien base. Larger words all across the screen. If somebody could get rid of this text, maybe then I could see what the game is about. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. Less Stanley would not be very fun. I like all parts of me, as they are. Okay, I'm slightly getting lost. I know that there's like a way out. I just kind of forget where exactly it is. There's a lot of rooms here, man. There's a lot of places to get lost in. There's a lot to look at. There we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I thought she meant us for a second.
Oh, God. Just...
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yes, bro. Yes.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape.
I'm too lazy.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
I accept my fate.
Don't let time.
My squishy, squishy fate.
You're so bad.
If only there was an ending just for going to, like, the options menu. Let's begin again, shall we? I have one more idea off the top of my head.
When Stanley came to a set of two,
We still have never actually gone across the gap.
and Stanley did perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I don't think that we did anyway.
No, we didn't.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the
We
first
were
time
across, and then you decided to jump off.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It was tempting. And Nate told me to do it.
Stanley was so bad at
Nate was the one?
directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
Yeah, because Nate didn't know that I think that Nate didn't know that we could just, like, fall and die.
On the wrong foot.
And he wanted us to walk onto the walkway instead. He was like, wait, what? I didn't know you could do that?
Someone else could
Those were not his exact words. I'm totally lying.
Oh, Nate. Oh, Nate.
all this time.
As I am wont to do, is lie.
Neglecting Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
I lied. I thought she meant us for a second.
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for
Speed run!
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
This phone is very bright.
4:27.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Kind of.
Admit their love to you.
You
I'm trying to
bastard!
get you, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Right. This is an ending that I have not gotten.
This is
Hello.
a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No, it isn't!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
X.
I know, I'm just messing around. Maybe if I, mess around enough, like, I'll break the storyline.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Did something just happen?
pushing a button. Now, he's
Yeah,
getting
something
up.
did happen.
Now, he's going home. Now, he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay, Chris.
And
If
so
Nate told you
he
to jump off a bridge,
fantasized
how
about
fast
his
would
own
you?
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk.
I would make
and
Nate
realized
jump
that
off the
all
bridge
his
first.
coworkers, his boss,
Just to
everyone
test.
in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just
Cabinets!
one more time. But there is no answer.
Oh,
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing
oh, we're changing it into the Stanley's office.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Watch this.
Paula, Nate.
Nate.
Time the screen asks you to push a
Such
button,
a shame.
not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him
I mean, like, I've already done that a few times. It's nothing new, man, if you've been paying attention.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Well, if you insist.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh.
Hi.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, can you blame him? Considering
There's
which one would it be, really? I've never seen this. This is kind of amazing.
so much paper.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But I wanted to find out what the papers were. What? Come on. What? Papers? Tell me about them, please. What? Is it? What? Fuck you, man.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What even is the broom closet ending?
Oh, God.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet F.A.
F.A.?
FA. Kitsun.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Oh my God. Unless anybody else has any particular ideas that they would want, I believe I shall be ending after this.
Stanley walked past the broom closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Oh, makes sense.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
The emoticon is a nice touch.
Stanley was fat
Nate!
because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
I barely remember how to get to the baby ending. God, didn't it take forever to get to it anyway?
I don't even remember.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion.
Well, Nate, you're screwed.
You're dead. Someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Oh my God, the thirst is real.
And filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and
This has been a very relaxing stream. I don't have to do a whole lot.
Alright, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I don't have to move my thumbs. I don't have to... Well, now I do, I guess. I actually have to do stuff now. But there was 5 minutes there where I didn't have to do a single thing.
What's that, Nate? Kill more babies? Got it.
As long as you admit it, Nate.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to...
Okay, so in order to get the baby ending, I think we have to go right first of all.
all of his co-workers.
There was your blue broom closet, everybody.
Stanley decided to go
Your ending.
perhaps
We have to give Nate his drink. Oh, we're gonna be mean bastards. It's like...
I could just end the stream right now. That would be kind of hilarious.
Exactly.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct
Okay, so I think the way to do the baby game was...
Perhaps he wanted wanted to
falling
stop
on
by
the
just to-
railing, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
Butterflies
I,
in his stomach.
yeah. Yeah.
But he
I
had
forget
to
where
get
to go
back
after that,
business.
though, if
Stanley
there was
took the
other
first open
choices.
door on his left.
I suppose we'll see. It won't take too long.
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
Freaking
Years ago.
He's desperate!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
So, bro, why not end the stream?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
Off the railing?
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Wait, okay, I think we messed up. Because I think it's across the way. Oh my god, the papers again!
Stanley said to himself, am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge.
Because I'm fairly certain that's not the way to it, and that the other way was the way to get across.
Majestic.
Like, we had to keep with it.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Like, I'm fairly certain that that wasn't the
I'm
way.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in
And we had to
someone
stay on the
else
crane
is
and then go from there.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing.
Do you remember how to get through the blue doors?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone who
The blue and red door?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Or was it down here?
No, we died down there.
No, we didn't. I'm pretty sure that the
Go
baby,
ahead!
that the-
Jump off! See what happens!
I'm pretty sure that the baby game was down here.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the
See?
no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, the papers are gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, nope, definitely not there. Okay, I got it this time. I got it this time.
Nate says you're doing this on purpose.
We have to wait in the office, and then the baby game will come to us. I actually think that we broke the game a tiny bit. Yeah.
Well, you kind of locked yourself in your own room.
Okay, so the funny thing is that there's actually supposed to be voiceover here. And there's supposed to be like an extra little thing that happens when you close the door. But I think we did it just wrong enough that we got nothing now. And I'm actually locked in here. I mean, the game is making me not able to do the baby game, guys. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
some of us just want to watch the world burn.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay.
Nate is so pissed!
Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful, magical journey into the game of the Stanley Parable. I don't know if we got all of the endings, per se, but I believe that we can totally say that we got most of the important endings. And so we can go forward knowing that there was absolutely nothing of importance that we missed. I'm looking forward to the next stream with you guys, and I shall simply see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us. Kat, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
All that having been said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. I think I repeated myself way too much just there.
Hasta la vista.